Hi, it's me, Tina from Ideas and Embellishment, and I was thinking about something to do, another project to do for the book, and I love interactive elements, so I pulled out, I don't know if you guys have seen this or not, this is my, this is a lap book that I did, and I followed Nick the Booksmith. That's how I made it. I just followed, of course I didn't use the same elements as she did, but I absolutely love this thing. I think it's really cute. So I was looking through it, and I think what I want to do, I think I want to do this for this notebook. So basically it's a envelope, and it has a window in the front. And it has, it has a card inside. And it is on the page as a flip. And behind the flip is a pocket and a Rolodex card on the top. I don't know if you can see that or not. It's a Rolodex card. But the Rolodex card is actually double, and it has this little thing that pulls out that you can journal on. Isn't that the cutest thing? So I want to make that today. So the first thing I need to do is make an envelope, and I'm going to use the same paper pack that I used today. I'm going to see how much this envelope is 6.5, about a little over 6 by 4. So I'm going to get my envelope thing and find it. And I'm going to look the paper size. You're going to need to look at this is a 4 by 6. That's probably right. Yeah, we're going to call it a 4 by 6. So if you say a 4 by 6 card, then I like to take a piece of just a tape, so I can, because these are really hard to see if you see that. So it's saying that my paper needs to be 8.25 by 8.25. So I'm gonna pull out that paper pack again. Let's do this one. That's cute. And there are my dogs. Hello, dogs. 8.25 by 8.25. And I have been making simple little things to go in it. But like nothing, like, you know, I'll show you when we start putting everything in there. So this is cardstock, and it's 8.25 by 8.25. So then I take this, my lovely scoreboard, and it says right here 3 3/8 right here. It's really hard to see. So I take my thing and I go to 3 3/8 right here on the side, and then I punch. And then I take my score and I score it along this line right here. Okay? Then you turn it around, and where that score line is, you line it up with this point right here. That's it. And you punch, and then you make a score line. And you do that again. Punch. Whoops. Make a score line. Turn it around. Punch. And make a score line. There you go. Big envelope. These little pieces come out here. And then, whichever one you want to go on the top, you use this, and it makes it round. You don't have to use that, but. So, you can fold these in and it'll make an envelope. But what I want to do is make a, let's cut out this thing. And I wish it would go through my embossing folder, but it won't. So I'm going to have to play it by ear. So I think what I'm going to do, look at me turning this around, turning this around. I'm just going to take my trusty ruler. Let's see, this one is 1.5 from the sides. But I'm wondering, how big is... I'm just going to do this. I'm going to take my ruler, and I'm going to lay it on here. I'm going to take a pencil. It's not going to be a very big window, is it? Yeah, but I mean, it doesn't need to be a very big window. Let's just say it doesn't need to be a very big window. So then this is going to be 1 3/4. So I'm going to get another piece of cardstock. Let's see, how about this one? So 1 3/4 by, let's just say 4. 1 3/4 by 4. So I'm going to do 2 by 4 1/4. See if that will go over top of this. Yes, like that. So then I'm going to take this and I'm just going to do like 1/8 of an inch all around, just like a little 1/8 just here. Just kind of eyeballing it. Then I need this. I mind it's easier for me to use an X-Acto knife, but some people may not think so. Be careful with sharp edges. Sharp tools. Always opposites. I think there is, no, I didn't. Let's see. Okay, I'm pretty sure I have a playlist on how I made this Lapbook. If anybody's interested, I will link it below. So I'm going to take that and put it on the outside, just to have a little contrast. Ah! Okay, y'all, what happened? Glue. I just changed my glue. And it must be, all right. Must be careful. Man, that is coming out. I need a, I just added more. You know that art glitter glue doesn't really like to be cold. I don't know if you guys know that, but it doesn't like to be cold. Sometimes in the winter time, they won't, you can't even shift, you can't even find it. Oh man, that's just like really coming out. Because they won't, a lot of places won't ship it out when it's cold because it gets really runny like this. Sorry, I'm out of frame. I flipped out a little bit with that. Luckily for me, trying to get that centered as best I can since it's like runny glue. Okay, and then I'm gonna get a piece of, this is a, no, wait, I have new. I thought I had this, yeah I do. Oh, this is a, no, sorry. I had one that I saw. Here. Okay. Here is a piece of acetate, and it actually is a little bag. That'll go. Yep. And it's actually to pick up the side. This is just packaging. Save your packaging. Does that fit? Yes. So what I'm going to do with this, I'm going to use, it is cold. It's like, I'm cold. Seriously. I want to use tape on this. You can also use glue. My glue is acting weird. So is my tape, evidently. So I'm gonna so now this tape is probably a little bit better because I got it from Hobby Lobby. So it's not I got the other kind that I got from Amazon. Doesn't seem to hold up very well, but I mean, like I said, it works good for paper on paper. So how did I just miss that one side? Or did I? No, I didn't. All right. Get this out of the way. Oh, did you see that? It tore. Okay, now let's hope. Acetate's funny because you can't see it. And you need to make sure that it covers all the tape. Like that didn't. It's not. Nope, I gotta put it up farther. Sorry, y'all. Because it didn't. It's fine. It's fine. It will be fine. I need to have it a little bit up there. All right, maybe not. Do as I do, not as I do as I say, not as I do. This is not working. All right, I'm gonna use another piece, and this time I have some tape. I'm gonna put a little bit of glue on here. Look at that. It just, ooh. I probably should have cut this bigger. Okay, it's crooked. Tricky. Still crooked. Yeah, it was a lot easier in my head. But anyway, there, finally, it's on there. If you get smudges or glue, you can just use a little bit of alcohol. And that'll come off. There. All right. After all of that, we have acetate on the front of this envelope. So now, we go like this, but right here, I'm going to cut this off. With the scissor. The other thing you can do, especially if you're using like paper, you can turn that down. So it's like that. So here we go with the huge glue again. I think it's getting a little better. Like that. Okay, we have our envelope, finally. Finally, we have the envelope. Okay. So I'm going to put this as a flip, and I need to have a Velcro dot right there. So I'm going to get my Velcro. Basically, one of these, one of these, right here, that here, you got that, there, ta-da. All right, here, let me close that up, put it right here. All right, so we got that. So now we need a pocket. So that's easy enough. I just need to find a page. Let's just put it in here. How about let's do this one. So I'm going to do this one. I want it to be, I want it to have background on it. So I'm going to get me a stencil because I want it to have background on it. Because I do. And I'm going to get my favorite one. Favorite. I'll just sit it right here. Right here, I'm gonna get my I have the hardest time finding the right, of course it's going to be probably all the way at the end. Let's see, Rustic Wilderness. Okay, I'm going to get my Rustic Wilderness oxide, and I'm going to make this just a little bit. Just a little bit. I don't want it to be totally white. Just 'cause. Okay, that's pretty. I like it. I'm happy with that. Okay, so now we just need to find a folder, and I think, let's see what I have. I think I'm just going to use a piece of, I'm just going back to the scrapbook paper, and I think I'm going to use a piece of this, I think. Let me see if I can find it. I already have a piece that's cut down, and I do not. So, because I'm going to cover it. So, I want this to be about here and here. So, get my cutter. A trimmer. You guys just call this a trimmer or a cutter? I got a trimmer. I might get one with the, nah, I don't need, I'm always buying craft supplies. I don't need any more. I don't need any more. And then, that. And then I want to cover this with something. I don't know what. I think, let's look at something. Now this is just, oh, you know what? I do have this papers, but I don't know. I don't think any of them are long enough. This one might be. I don't think that would be pretty. I think I'll use that. And then, for the top and the bottom, because I'm going to use a dark, if I can find it, or I can just, since we have this, I can use the butterfly for the top and the bottom things. See, because we have these two things, and this flips up. This flips up. So I have another piece that goes under here. Okay. Underneath there. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to ink it. Or should I, did I do green? I don't think I have any green. I could also do the same exact kind as the envelope. But I think what I'm going to do is make this, it just goes a little bit underneath. for, let's see, I'll show you. Underneath, we'll see, cut this off here, like that. We're gonna cut a little piece, and I'm not measuring. I know you guys are like, what is the measurement? I'm not measuring. It all has to do with according to your page. So I think what I'm gonna do, a Rolodex card is about 3.5 by 2. So I'm gonna go ahead and make a little thing here. 2 by 3.5. That's 2. I never can tell this one. That must be 3.5. We'll do 2 of them. Okay, got that. Oops. 2. So what you need to do with these, I'm gonna get my punch. Yes, I have a Rolodex punch. This is Heidi Swap, and I believe it might be in my Amazon store. Don't ask me why, I just wanted it. And it has a little thingy on the back to keep it in. And then I'm going to, on 2 sides, use medium. Medium. And then on the top one, I'm going to make a little slit. A little slit. It's easier if I do it this way. Look at my mess. I have a mess. I'm gonna make it about 1 inch, and we'll put it, this is good. Make it about 1 inch wide, long, width. 1 inch. Okay, and then I'm going to get a piece of this. I'm just going to cut it. And I'm going to have it to be a 1/2 inch wide. I don't have any more of that, so. Half an inch wide by maybe 1 1/4. I think it might be right. I don't know how am I gonna. Let's see if I can. Do you see? Okay, this is like trying to go around the corners of this thing. Yep. Okay. Now, I need to mark this off in 1 inch in the middle. Let's see, the middle. The middle. I need my pencil. Oh, very. And I'm going to get my other hole punch. This one. And I'm going to punch a hole right there. Okay, and then I'm going to take my ruler. This is so fiddly, y'all. And I'm going to go down a little bit. There, so it's a hole. See? Little hole. And I'm going to do the same thing to here. If I can get it through there, I think I can. Here. Just on the end. Hello. Oh, I had it on the wrong side. Okay, and I'm going to do the same thing with this. I'm just going to come up, cut a little bit. So, like that. Okay. Then I'm going to take this. I'm probably going to ink it up a little bit. This, and then I'm going to take my wickedly glue. And I'm going to carefully place it. Where's my thingy go? We will see if I can carefully place it over the same hole. I'm holding it up to the light. There, just like that. Then I'm going to take this guy and I'm going to fold it up just a little bit. Just a smidge. And I'm going to glue it to here. No, that's not right. I had it the wrong way. Sorry. Thank goodness y'all told me this way. Like this. And then all the way around the edge of this. Going around all the edges. I did it backwards. I was right the first time. Because this has got to go this way. So yeah, it's y'all, I'm losing my mind. Okay, so this goes this way. Sorry. I know you guys are probably trying to tell me. Like this. Okay, and then this goes on top. And go ahead and ink a little bit around here just to get rid of those white edges. And I will, like I said, I will try to link the laptop book for you down below, but we'll see. All right, and then this goes on this page, and I probably don't need this much. I'm going to go ahead and put this down on the page. Here. Like that maybe. Okay, there's that. And then this will go, whoops, I need to make it smaller. Like that. Well, you know what? I didn't do it straight, and that's going to bother me. Like this. I'm going to go ahead and do that. But I'm not going to put that down yet because I need a piece, a hinge for my I think I'll use this. Go ahead. I need a hinge for the envelope. I'm going to go ahead and do about, I don't know, a little bit. If I can find my envelope. What did I do with my envelope? I don't know. There it is. Okay, my envelope is, I'm just going to measure like this. And I'm going to fold this in half. Let me do it one way and then do the other way. Okay, this is going to go right here. We want to make sure it's at the very end of that, or it won't, or it'll get caught up. So I almost put it the wrong way. Now that'll flip. Okay, so now we can put this down. And we'll put that about right here. That off. That's pretty. I think I'll use Fabri-Tac for this because I don't want it to warp. This is very thin. Okay, now I have, it'll go down after a while. It just needs to get right. All right, so now I'm gonna get a little piece of that blue again, I think. This blue. And if I can find another piece of it. Or I could just use this, I guess. Could. This needs to be a little less than an inch. So here's an inch. So let's do about here. And this will go like this. So we want our thing to be on top. And I think what I'm going to do is maybe use one of these things that I made. Although, I don't like it. Maybe, I don't know, this is kind of pretty. No, I'll think of something. Let's see. I think what I'm going to do is get maybe one of these flower cards. I've been using a lot of these, and I think they're very, very cool. Maybe this one. Here, I'm going to take this one. And the good thing about like the Digital Collage Club, the good thing about that is you can print these out over and over and over again. So you do not have to worry. I'm going to cut this down a little bit. You do not have to worry about, you know, running out. It's like if you buy scrapbook paper at the store, you're liable to run out. So I'm going to center that there. And then I'll have a pretty little flower to put at the end of this. I'm going to see. And I think it'll be good for just about right here. I'm going to go ahead and maybe ink this up a little bit. Put a little right there. There. And this time, this needs, instead of a label, so now it'll, once it dries, you'll be able to bring it out like that. What I might do, does this one have a, yeah, so I need to make another one, but I think I'm just going to use card, maybe some of this, and glue it on the back. Not all the way, because there. Make sure it's even. There. And I want to make these like this. So the whole point of it is this a little tiny journaling spot that you can journal in. Oops. Yeah, that's going to be like that. Oops. You know, I'm going to cut this part off. Like that. Because I want this to be able to go down farther. Yeah, like over top like that. That's what I want. Okay, and I'm going to get me a nice sentiment to go right there. Let's see what I have. I could use one of these quotes, but I think they're too long. So maybe garden. I also have like adventure. Wonderful. Let's do wonderful. I like to do wonderful. So what I'm going to do is cut this down. Make sure it's kind of centered, not really. And we'll see if I can maybe. And I'm using this. I need like a handheld one, I think. These are, although it works, it does work. Do this. And here. Then we'll get a piece of cheesecloth. Little piece. And perfect. Let's see the time. It is 47. So I am not going to be able to have time to finish this today, but all I'm going to do is add another piece down here and make a card to go inside of here. And so I'm going to do that. And so anyway, I hope you guys like this and followed along. This is like a lot of fun. And thanks for watching. And until next time, I'll see you later.